everybody.
Hi guys.
We're all so keen to get going today. I've gone a bit early. Hello, Dawn. I haven't seen Dawn for a while. Happy Christmas.
It's
time to say Happy Christmas now, isn't it? Did I say hello to Wendy? Hello, Wendy. I thought I might as well unmute myself and say hello verbally instead of trying to keep up with the typing and doing it wrong.
Yeah, sat there with a muted microphone typing out greetings.
I'm going to go mad and hey Danielle and Linda. Aww. I always have this last minute thing that like nobody's going to turn up, but like you never let me down. What a lovely bunch. Hey Jackie. Well, I'm gonna do the big reveal slightly early.
Ooh.
How's your holidays? Yeah, what do you call what's cold for you though, Dawn? I bet it's not as cold as it is here.
23 degrees.
Yeah. It's been 14 degrees in my kitchen this week. Freezing working out there.
2 degrees warmer than my thermostat.
Yeah. You're just weird with temperature.
Actually, mine's still set. I set it higher for when you were coming over. And it's still set to a warm 18 degrees at the moment.
Happy Christmas is a British thing. Oh, you say Merry Christmas, do you? Right, I'm going to go. I
tend to say Merry Christmas as well, actually.
Ta-da! Do you? Yeah, you do, don't you, thinking about it? I've always said Happy Christmas.
Song. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, a lot of the songs say Merry Christmas, don't they, rather than Happy Christmas. Hey, Deb! Yeah. It's like, I always say Father Christmas, not Santa. And if I was going to say Santa, it's Santa Claus. It's not just Santa. It just means nothing, does it, on its own? But it's become this thing, Santa. To me, it's Father Christmas. Or St. Nicholas. Same thing, isn't it? Kind of. And it's funny
creepy
how
old bearded man who breaks into children's rooms.
Father Christmas has only become like what we think of as Father Christmas because of the not the Diet Coke, the Coca-Cola advert, isn't it? They
yes.
like did the jolly kind of white bearded man in the red.
I think it was mostly the red that they introduced.
Yeah, I suppose old pictures of St. Nicholas would have still been an old beardy guy with a gown, but you see pictures of him and it's like all sorts of colours and patterns and things. Yeah. A heated throw on. I've got a heated throw downstairs. I put it on in the evenings because like it's a lot cheaper than heating the whole house just to keep me warm after John's gone to bed, you know. And actually it almost gets too hot under there.
Catherine's struggling there. 22 degrees Celsius. That is pretty cold.
Oh, did Dawn say what her temperature was? Summer, hey Renee.
But, yeah.
Did Dawn actually say I've lost?
I don't think so.
I don't think she did she? She said I've got supervision, but we haven't left yet, so she might be having to pop off in a minute.
Yeah.
Not sure what supervision means. Does that mean where you meet up with your like mentor or whatever, or
does it mean you can see really well?
Yeah, supervision. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll because I've got to get used to doing this. So I've got two. I'm going to do another one of these advent crafts today, and I've got two. I think I know which one I want to do, but I'm going to give you guys the choice. So we've got a felted snowman, or a stitched felt mini caravan.
Good
so
options.
I'm going to put snowman or caravan in the poll and let you guys decide which one I'm going for. Hang on. Snowman or caravan?
Good job.
Did I do that wrong?
Yes.
What did I do?
Look at the answers that people can give you.
Yes or no? Oh.
Well, I'm going to vote yes.
Oh, how do I stop that poll? How do I stop the poll?
You click on the dots thing, you can go for end.
Oh. Okay, what have I got to do then? Stop laughing at me and tell me what I need to do.
100% yes.
Question Q&A.
No, same thing you did before. You just got to type in the boxes where it says yes or no currently.
Oh, right, so I could just put snow... Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Snowman in that one, or caravan. Oh, dear.
5 of us very helpfully voted yes to snowman or caravan.
You're not funny. You're no more big, clever and funny than he is. Right, let's try that instead. Does that work? God. Snowman, caravan.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we can't help. We try, don't we, Snoppy? We're doing our best.
I mean, you very nearly did exactly the right thing unprompted.
And it's slightly less embarrassing than Headphone Gate. I had to watch that back myself. I have to admit, I was laughing myself. It was funny. What an idiot. Yeah, Tom feels big, funny and clever all the time.
I think my favourite was when you were trying to get me to tell you why people were laughing. It's like, I couldn't
Put
if I wanted to.
It's like, I think we've got a telepathic connection. Yeah, I'm an expert laughing at myself. Snoppy, I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
You have to sometimes, don't you?
I'd love to say that we're laughing with you, not at you. But,
no, you're laughing at me.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to remember to do my Christmas food order when we finish doing this. I've suddenly realised it's like a week away, isn't it? It's a week today. Oh yeah, and we have decided, by the way, anybody that wasn't here last week won't know, we are actually going to do a briefer live on next Wednesday, which is actually Christmas Day. I appreciate lots of other people will have way better things to do on Christmas Day, but we thought,
included. We don't want to hear us either, but we are us.
But it would be nice to just sort of pop in and say hello and happy Christmas to people. We might play a little game. We've got a board game downstairs. We can sort of play that with you on screen.
Yeah, kind of.
So we're going to do that, and it'll only be for an hour. It will be from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. UK time next week. So if you are able to join us, lovely, but please don't, obviously completely understand a lot of people have something better to do. But there will be people like us who are quite happy to just spend an hour having a catch up, and there'll be some people like I was for many years who won't have anything else to do on Christmas Day. So yeah.
Or if you've got family that you want to get away from and use us as an excuse. Sorry, I'd love to stay here and talk to you.
But I've got this live to go and
your
watch.
Political opinion's my problem. But I've got to go and
Oh, your littlest grandgirlies. How old are your littlest grandgirlies, Alison? Yeah, it'll only be short, Catherine, but it'd just be nice to, yeah. You can always use us as an excuse anytime as well.
You shouldn't describe yourself as it.
What? What did I miss?
I'm not insulting anyone.
The poll you can see there, anybody who's just joining us, is whether I make the felted snowman today or the stitched felt caravan, which I think I will be making some improvements to. I always think I can do it better than the picture on the box. And like we were saying last week, the pictures on the box don't really do these little kits justice. They always turn out better, which is nice. They've got that the right way around, really.
I guess,
3 years and 6 months. Oh, that is so lovely at Christmas to have little ones like that around. It just, to me, once the boys were that much older, it lost its magic a bit, really. Yeah. The old days when, what did you put and then retract, Jackie? I always get suspicious when people retract a message. What was I going to say? Yeah, like, so in the old days, when the kids were little, and I used to actually climb up on our flat roof extension under their window to scrape a boot along the roof and jingle bells and stuff to make them think that they'd heard Father Christmas's sleigh arriving. Yeah, and you actually believed that Father Christmas's, that the robins in the garden were Father Christmas's little spy.
Yeah. I mean, they're about the same size as you, so we may as well believe that.
They have got that way of like looking at you. That sort of like with their little beady eyes, Robins. They're quite brave as well, so they worked really well for that.
Yeah, I like that people often think it's because they're quite tame. It's nice because they're fiercely territorial.
Yes, they're actually being really stroppy at you. Yeah. So hang on, what am I missing here? I was doing my shopping order at the same time I put crisps. Oh, brilliant. Oh,
you can write your list in here, Jackie, it'll be fine.
It's all about the little ones, yeah. 5 granddaughters, wow. Oh, that must be difficult when they live so far away. I have a couple of friends who have family on the other side of the world. That is so hard. That must be so hard. Mistletoe, if you stand on the mistletoe, you grab a lightsaber and challenge the closest person to a duel. Winner eats the other's treats.
Mistletoe is
Love
interesting. Yeah.
We could do that.
Well, yeah, I'll just end up eating all your treats and dying of BTs.
That's true. It doesn't have to be sweet treats. It could be cheese.
Yeah. Or if you want to win, just make it your cooking, then I'll lose on purpose. I forfeit now.
I think it looks like the caravan is winning, so I'm going to make a start on the caravan because otherwise I'll run out of time.
We are thinking of doing Yorkshire puddings at Christmas, aren't we?
Yes, with all the right ingredients this time, and I will be
there will be photos. I
will be posting a picture of my successful Yorkshire puddings. We're actually thinking of having a goose for a change this year, but instead of a whole goose, which can be difficult to carve and you can't always be sure how much meat you get on it.
Yeah.
Iceland, we've spotted Iceland do this kind of prepared, stuffed, easy to carve goose. So we might do that. Yeah. Yes, we did, Jackie, we did. And it was a little bit disappointing, wasn't it, Tom?
Well, like I told John, it would be the ideal visit to a cat cafe for him because he doesn't like cats.
Yeah.
And we didn't really see any cats.
We did.
We saw them at a distance,
It's just that it was a lot of people. They were, I think, maximum full. And most of the people weren't like us. They were very happy to walk around and bother all the cats and...
Which then promptly ran off down the tunnel into the little back area.
Like, understandably, the cats have an escape tunnel so they can go out the back, and that's what at least half of them did. And there were only 21 cats altogether, and there must have been, 30 people in there? 40 people in there?
Yeah.
And so we kind of quietly sat in a corner and did a cat jigsaw. There was a whole games corner, wasn't there? We quite enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
A couple of cats sort of wandered over and showed an interest, mostly when we had a cake.
Yes, and the girl working there knew exactly which cat it was.
Yeah.
That would have been doing that
was
as well.
Was it Mika? Was it the white one?
Yeah.
The cats we did see were lovely, and I loved the atmosphere of the place. The coffee was really good. Loved the idea of it. But we're going to try. We were just overwhelmed by the number of people, so we're going to try it on a quiet day. They have a Wednesday session.
Yeah, might be more to our taste.
Yeah, I think they do limit the numbers a bit, Jackie, but to my mind, not enough. It was full. Yeah. It was full of people. So they had. Yeah,
I didn't feel like I could go around and interact with any of the cats that were out there because they were all at other people's tables.
Yeah, yeah. You'd have been like leaning over other people, which some people didn't mind doing to us. So it was a bit for us the way we are. It was too much people and. I was a bit confused because the Wednesday session, which is the quiet session, so it cost us £12 each to go to the one we went to. The Wednesday session is only £10 each, but they limit the numbers, and it's put across as a thing for people with sensory issues or people that just want it quieter, and so they have less
that
people.
Sounds like us.
So I thought, well, why is it? Because it costs less when there's less people. Surely it should cost more. But it turns out it's only an hour, Tom, not the hour and a half.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So £10 for an hour.
Yeah.
So the equivalent of that for the other one would be 15, wouldn't it? So it is slightly more expensive, and it does mean we've got to be there at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. But we did think we could do that, and then you could come back here and we could do the live together. I don't didn't we? Because Wednesday's our live day.
And Carol, the idea is that there's a whole load of cats in there, and
Yeah, we saw a YouTube.
Obviously,
go on.
No, you go on.
We saw a YouTube video about it, and that's the first time I'd ever heard of it. Tom apparently knew all about them, and I thought they were only in Japan, but apparently they're in
I didn't know we had one in Norwich.
Yeah, apparently there's one in Colchester, one in Leeds. People were talking about last, so there must be, in other cities. Lovely idea. They're rescue cats, who were very well looked after and very happy, and they serve coffee and cakes. Not, I suppose other places might serve more, but the coffee was really good. It was really good coffee, because that does matter to me.
This one didn't let you give treats to the cats?
No. I think in some places you can buy little treats, like healthy treats for the snacks, if you want to be able to. But it had like cat toys you could pick up and tempt them with, but they were all just obviously just so used to. There was one cat, this ginger one, who is obviously the meter and greeter. So as we went in, we were almost first in. So we got to choose where we sat, and we went for a sofa. But in hindsight, if I went again, I know exactly which tables I'd pick, the ones along the wall with the seats on the heaters, because they liked those. But this ginger cat was like all over everybody as they came in, really, really friendly, really wanted the attention. And so as we went in, I thought, this is going to be nice. And that was the last cat contact I had.
I mean, any of the other cats that I approached just shied away from me as I approached them, because the reason they were where we were is because they were busy trying to escape people. The shy ones,
the ones who'd had enough of. Yeah. It was lovely to see them, even just seeing them sleeping around you. It was a really nice atmosphere. The staff were lovely.
They had a couple of those ones which, for want of a better phrase, the cats that look like wrinkled scrotums.
Yeah, the ones with no fur. Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, I should look up and see if you've got one near you, Carol. There might be, because I'd never heard of it before. They also, this particular one does cat related crafts. And I think that might be partly because the lady who started this one is an artist. So she did like the murals that are in there. She started the murals, and she built this thing out of insulation and papier-mâché and all sorts of things. She built this kind of like a tree with all branches and stuff, flat against like 3D against the wall, but the cats can actually walk along it and find little hidey holes in it. It looks amazing.
And a couple of things hanging from it which had cats sleeping in them.
Yeah.
They just slept through the entire time they were there.
I thought the place was lovely.
Very comfortable.
It was just too busy. We'd just get a bit overwhelmed with that many people, and we're a bit too, believe it or not.
Some of those people I don't think were actually used to dealing with cats either. As already just kept on moving this toy up and down, practically hitting the cat with it. So trying to get it to interact.
Say this was the. Oh, hang on. Let's go. Hang on. Say this was the cat toy with a little dangler on the end, and the cat is sitting here. She just kept going bonk, bonk, bonk on this cat, expecting it like as if she thought, you just push a button and switch the cat on and it will play with you. It's like, no, it's not going to work on a cat. You have them in Minnesota, Renee. And you can adopt them too. Yeah, they say in this one, I think that must be the case in some places here, because they make a point in this one of saying their cats aren't up for rescue. This is their forever homes. But they do have links with local cat rescue charities and things. And they will supply information and stuff. So, and they do like yoga and stuff there. There are pictures of people doing yoga with cats sat on them. And the staff had cats like sat on their shoulders and everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
if there'd been half the number of people, it would have been great.
Yeah. It was too much for us, but that was partly down to us.
Oh, yeah, sure. But
it was a nice social kind of thing as well. People were chatting, other people had got a couple of board games they were playing out on the tables. So it was a nice place to go, but quite a lot to pay, £12 just for somewhere to
see someone else playing with a
cat. Yeah. So
you said it was good coffee, at least.
Yes, it was very good coffee, I thought. Yeah, I don't like nasty coffee, so well, I'm just sorting out my pieces here. I think this is going to be well cute.
Should you switch the camera by any chance?
Oh. Yeah, do you want to watch me play and watch my face while I play with them? Look, there's a little wreath to go on the door. How cute is that?
We need to set up a remote thing so I can control your current camera from here.
I don't know if I trust you to do that.
Well, what am I going to do?
I don't know. You'll think of something.
I mean, it would also give me the option to turn on and off captions saying "Tiny Hobbit" and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
sure.
you can already do that.
Yeah, only when I'm there, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What's this little... oh, this goes on the top of the stocking. Okay. They're tiny. They must laser cut these pieces. Oops, I can't get it to focus. Oh, please focus. There we go. Look how accurately that is cut.
It's very accurate, yeah. Yes, it's always sad, isn't it, Carol? They become part of the family, the same as any person.
Yeah. Oh, within 6 months of each other. I still miss my Archie, and it was 2010 he died.
Yeah.
And I still think about him.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that was waste. It's not. It's the curtain of the window.
If Archie was here now, he'd be stealing your cardigan, leaving you shivering so that he could
I've got
warm.
my feet wrapped up in my fleece underneath here. That's where he'd be.
Yeah.
And then he'd keep hassling me until I got my feet out of the way, so he had full ownership of the fleece. So that's roughly the layout, isn't
or he'd
it?
come and just lie on absolutely everything that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So no, don't give me any attention, but if you give anything else attention, I'm
not having it. Yeah. Okay. That's the rough layout. I'm going to do my own spin on this again, as always, though. Plenty of thread.
Good.
They have been lovely, these little kits.
You should probably end the poll, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Was only some people were up for the snowman.
Yeah.
I'll film the snowman separately anyway. There we go. Snowman 31%, caravan 68%. Cold poll complete.
Pretty decisive.
There is always that if you're, So we always have to think now renting, don't we? So it makes it...
Yeah.
I do like that these are all paper packaging. There's been virtually no plastic in any of these kits. I say virtually no. One of the felting kits had the wool in a plastic bag, which is probably fair enough to keep the wool nice, really.
Yeah. So, what kind of things are we planning to celebrate somebody getting 10,000 or something?
Oh, yeah. Amazing. 10,000. And actually it doesn't show now on the sort of count that you can see, but it's almost 10,000 or another 100. It's just like gone up again since then, so that's pretty pretty amazing. Yeah, very exciting. I don't know, what can I do to celebrate?
What indeed?
We've got a few ideas coming up in the new year.
Yeah.
I've got to stitch the first... Oh, I've got stuffing as well. Sew or glue beads onto the front. I'm going to sew, I think. As shown.
There was one thing that we were planning on having enabled in time for this stream. At some point, that was the plan anyway.
Okay.
The thing that we half set up with the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God. So what we're going to be doing, well, what we started working on, but like we've just got to do some more tweaks and decide exactly how it's going to work, is we're going to start doing channel memberships. YouTube has been very much encouraging that recently.
Yes, they seem determined for you to start.
Yeah, but don't worry, we're not going to stop doing anything that we currently do. It's not like suddenly
Yeah, not putting any existing stuff behind a paywall or anything.
No. Everything that you see now will still be, and we're not going to suddenly start charging for our Discord or anything like that.
No, indeed.
Because I don't like that kind of thing. Not saying that anybody else does that. But we might have, one of the things we might do is have a little kind of private chat room in there, members only chat room in there or something like that. But the whole Discord will still be free like it is now.
And members will get a little badge in the chat for streams and stuff. And custom emoji things. Yeah.
Some way of, well, Tom's got to work on this a bit, haven't you? But like some way of highlighting the. Oh no, we can do that anyway, can't we? Yeah. See, I shouldn't start talking about this yet because I'm still talking off cock, really. But some things like getting priority in the chat so that we don't miss your comments and stuff, and you can prioritize members' comments and things like that. It's all kinds of ideas that YouTube come up with. Yeah,
also things like there'll be some members only polls and stuff, so that people can have some input on what you work on next.
That'd be really useful for me as well, because it does help to have a second opinion about things, about what people might actually like. Hey, Jenny. Make 10,000 pom-poms.
Sure.
I did once make 1,000 cranes, but not 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 of anything is a lot.
Yeah. One idea I did have that I might start doing is to because YouTube, when you make something like crazy, like 100,000 viewers, which is extremely unlikely to ever happen to me, but I think that's when they send you people that have those plaque things that they put up on behind them. But I did think, well, that's a little sort of semi-jokey way of celebrating 10,000. I could make a little series of my own YouTube badges, all done in different crafts. So I could do like a crocheted one, a felted one.
You got a Lego one already?
I got a Lego one already. See, YouTube did send me that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I'm not sure it's entirely well deserved. I mean,
still can't quite believe it. The first couple of days I was looking at it thinking, suddenly people are gonna unsubscribe again or something, it will go down, but no.
Yeah,
seems to be stuck there now.
So if you guys want to prove her wrong by all unsubscribing now.
Don't. I never, or very, very rarely ever kind of ask people to subscribe, and one of the very few times I've ever done it, like literally I can count on one hand. I don't think I even need a whole hand to count the number of times I've actually said please subscribe if you haven't already. The one time, the most recent time I did it was during a live stream. I don't know if it's one of these or one of the monthly ones, but during that stream 5 people unsubscribed. So never done that again. I still think maybe it's people who thought they were subscribing, clicking subscribe, and they were already subscribed, possibly. Or maybe the people who just thought, who she thinks she is, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you've got 3 cats and a dog at home, a cat cafe is a bit pointless.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Although, if it's still a nice, hey, Kathy, if it's still a nice atmosphere and good coffee, the thing about it, I think partly, I was thinking about this afterwards, why did it feel like such a nice atmosphere? And although, for me and Tom, the way we are, it was a bit overwhelming that too many people, I think because they're all kind of cat people, it automatically means it's going to be a nice
It's a cafe
atmosphere
without plebs. Or dog people, as they prefer to be called.
Oh, don't listen to him. So yeah, I think that a bit like, for us, we've automatically got our crafting in common. We're automatically kindred spirits. It's the same with cat people, don't you think? Maybe that's partly why the atmosphere seemed nice. They don't allow children under 10 in there.
That's also good.
And even if they're 10, well, I think it would be bad for the cats apart from anything else. Even if they're 10, they still have to be with an adult, and they say something like no more than 2 children per adult, something like that.
I think ideally it shouldn't be children under 25. That. Because that's still child.
Yeah, well, it wasn't your case.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take it as an insult.
Oh, thanks, Deb. That means a lot to me, that kind of thing. It does, and I think you're definitely not alone. I think for a lot of us, it's been a real lifeline, our little community, hasn't it? Not so little community now, but yeah. I think especially in Discord, Facebook is bigger and more about people sort of showing pictures of what they're doing and showing their swaps and things like that. But I don't think people are, because you can't on Facebook, you can't interact with each other in the same way.
Personal connection
that you can on in Discord. But I know it's Tom's idea to start Discord. I would never have even thought of doing it. It's a bit of a young person's game, really. But we've all got used to it, haven't we?
She says, you guys are all
tiring
young.
Everybody with my brush. Of course, we are young. Relatively.
Yeah, young for, an antique.
YouTube tells me my demographic is pretty much me, really. My viewers are mostly women, mostly my age range, and split between mostly between America and US, but also Australia and New Zealand and Canada. And then a few sprinkled around, like Dawn in Belize. We've got a few people in Europe. But yeah, the vast majority, it's UK and US. And I think that, it's a bit of a shame when we do the lives that we can't. That's another thing I thought I might do. I'm still toying with ideas. Actually, while we've got people here, has anybody got any ideas of, if you... Because we're new to all of this, and YouTube gives you some ideas, but you want stuff that's personal to all of us. So as perks for channel memberships, what kind of things would you like? Like, we thought about doing an extra live, which would be only available to members. They could join in with the voice chat if they were in Discord, and it could maybe be a different time. We thought about a late night one. Late Night Live, where it would be Sylvia. Like, hey Sylvia. So it'd be like 10 p.m. UK time, so it might be better for people in Australia and the States, better timing. Or I could do an early morning one, that could be an idea. But
Danielle's 36. I'm officially not the youngest person in this stream at the moment.
Yes. You definitely get the prize for being the youngest at the moment, I think, Danielle. I don't know, I might be maligning someone. Some people have no idea. Some people, no idea at all. And we do have quite a big age range, like in Discord, don't we? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the oldest member of our community that I know about is in her 80s. Youngest... probably early 20s that I know about, but
After dark, party.
Kathy, you're in Australia, aren't you? Can't get much later here. You start at midnight. Yeah, but if I started at I think you were, I looked it up the other day, so Australia is sort of 10 hours or 12 hours ahead of us, depending on which time zone you're in. So if I started at 10 p.m. UK time, that could be 8 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning for you. So that might be better. Or I could try one starting at 8 a.m. for me. and then that would be
Yeah, so
sort
you
of
have
late
to stream on your own.
Yeah, I wouldn't get Tom's help if I started at 8 a.m. It's just ideas where, after dark, arty farty party. And because it would be private members only, it wouldn't be published on YouTube. It would be a private, it wouldn't be publicly listed on YouTube. It wouldn't be monetized or anything. We could say anything, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, she would swear like a sailor.
No,
like
I
she
wouldn't.
does.
I wouldn't, but...
She would, though.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just
You should
ideas
hear her when she's
we're
not on
toying
stream,
with, really.
guys.
Hey, Cindy!
It was so difficult for her to keep her language under control in Leeds.
It was not. I didn't keep it under control, basically. Which ones have you made?
When she got back to the Airbnb after holding it all in, it was like someone with Tourette's. It was...
And that's without the farting. No, I
yeah,
made
she's
that
a
up.
menace.
Which projects have you made, Cindy? I do get ridiculously excited to see. It is. You can. I'm sure everybody can understand if you make a project and put it out there, and then you see other people making their versions of it, usually doing a better job. It just, it is ridiculously exciting.
Yeah. Talking of people doing projects, the live stream follow along in the Discord.
Oh yes,
is somewhere where you should share things you're working on.
There's a link there. Tom's just put in the chat. So if you haven't joined Discord already, that will take you to a thing to join. It doesn't cost anything. It's a pretty easy process to join. I'm assuming it must be pretty easy because we get very few questions. We get very few people saying, I'm stuck, I can't work out how to join. And if you're already in a Discord but you don't know where the live stream follow along is, that should take you straight to it. You can show us what you're doing. Shall I have a peek and see if is there anything in there now?
There's a bag that's just been finished.
Oh, I'll have to go in and...
you have to go in
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. No, I didn't have to. It just took a minute to... Look at that! And I'm going to have to go in to make it biggen it. Oh, lovely. Oh, I've done that stitch. What is that stitch called again? Crochet stitch.
It's a bumwell stitch.
Did you say that's as a gift bag? Are you doing that as a gift bag? It's a lovely idea to do reusable gift bags. We should all be doing that, really. And then passing them around. I mean, I pass around, my friends and I will pass around paper gift bags, and they can be used loads of times as well, but something like that you've actually made that can be used as a project bag or whatever, that's a really nice idea. Granny Sue's just done number 85 in the Susie Q Makes Colour Inspiration blocks. Susie Q Makes, Susie Q Makes on YouTube, for anybody that doesn't already follow her, check her out, she's brilliant. I love Susie, and I love these colour inspiration blocks. Brilliant. I like it's the inspiration of trying the different combination of colours and the little image to give you give you a starting point as well. Really nice. Yeah. Sylvia's sewing a dog. How cute is that? 2 dogs. Oh, cute. So they must be printed on the fabric and she's stitching into them. I like where you've stitched the little sequin onto the collar there to make let me begin this. To make like a little tag on the collar. How cute. And then Catherine's doing, look at that. So is that the one you were doing last time and now you've lined the inside of the covers? Beautiful. With the star on the top as well. I love doing things like that with old books. I meant to bring my folded book. I forgot I was going to bring that this time to show you.
Oh.
Love that. Oh, and Jackie's dyeing yarn again. You're really into your yarns at the moment, Jackie, aren't you? Beautiful colours those are. It says Jackie's typing, the wool I'm winding to match a scarf I've already got. And what have you dyed that with, Jackie? Coming back here now. It's a huge concentration to me why have I suddenly got a weird red line across my face? I'm sure nobody else can see it.
It's because you've got the Discord thing selected.
Oh, right.
No one can see
I'm
it.
going to come back here now. Oh, no. Something else appeared then. Oh, look. Hungry. Oh, look, I've got to go back in now because I need a better look. Oh, you got the gnome. Or gonk. Rachel. Oh, lovely.
Rachel always takes great pictures of food.
Yes, she does.
Well, and of everything else, but
yeah.
Food sticks on my mind because I'm always hungry.
Rachel, are you going to give your gonka bum as well? Oh, what is that? That looks yummy. Oh, I'm hungry. Carol did say right at the beginning, I hope you've eaten this week.
Have you eaten?
No. I'm starving again. That looks so 3D, Sylvia, in that picture, doesn't it? Really, really looks very, very 3D. I think that's because of the print, isn't it? And yeah, love that. I'm coming back. I've got a couple of exciting projects coming up soon that you might not have seen. Talking about Jackie and Sylvia. So Jackie has sent me the kind of head and body to create one of her emotional support jellyfish. I'm coming back to here now, and I'm gonna get going on that really soon. And she's also put together like the instructions. She sort of mapped her process when she made the last one, so I can share that and do a download for that as well if anybody wants to have a go at making one of them. And also Sylvia's done me one of her foundation paper piecing files to do a paper pieced version of my logo with the glasses and stuff that Tom made me. So I'm going to make that up probably as a cushion or something. So that's another up and coming project.
You got plenty of those. Got
plenty of. I don't think the ideas are ever going to stop crowding my head. It does help to have the Trello board to record them all on, so I can kind of think, okay, I won't forget that now. I can.
Yes, having somewhere where you can actually put all of the things down and organise them is useful.
Yeah. It's a bit like, when you can't sleep, if you get up and write down whatever it is you're angsting about, sometimes that enables you to chill out a bit and, put it to bed, as it were, so you can get some sleep. No, occasionally it will work for me. If it's things like I'm running through a list of stuff I've got to remember in my head, then it can work. But I'm just thinking I could do fancier embroidery on this, but I've got quite a lot to do on this caravan.
Well, you've got plenty of time.
It'd be fine. I can do that.
Yeah, easy.
It'd be fine. This is the longest bit. Jackie's saying can't take credit for the. Oh, it's Lottie Knits. Ah, right. Yeah. She's all about the yarn at the moment, Jackie. Did anyone see the flowers made from plastic? But yes, I did. I've actually made flowers like that before, Jackie, years ago. In my scrapbooking days. It was some sort of challenge or something. I very vividly remember doing them.
There's a craft that you've done before. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah. It's amazing what people can do.
Sylvia's lost a needle.
Oh, I lose so many needles.
You find them again when you sit on them, at least.
Yeah, John sometimes finds them when he sits on the sofa the next day. Because that's where I sit at night, so I lose my needles and I can't see them because the light's awful in there. Oh, you got to try. It's ever so easy. Oh, you can't stand Kirsty. Oh, I don't mind Kirsty. I think she's quite genuinely enthusiastic about what she does.
I hate her just from that description.
Do Tori's Robin Brooch video to go live. Oh, I love robins. I can't be Tori's videos. She must have scheduled a whole load of them because she's in Norway at the moment, isn't she? She's so good. She's so organised. She schedules them to go out while she's away. Lots of different ideas for Christmas things. Yeah. I liked the idea of the Christmas crown. And I'm sucker for robins, so I'll have to check that out later. Christine's been doing some amazing Christmas craft ideas using scraps and things as well. If I had time, I'd make a few of them to go with my danglers I've already done, but I don't think realistically I've got time.
Yeah, you can add another 10 or 12 projects in.
Frizzy Bee, I don't know if she's still here, but Frizzy Bee's been doing a crochet along little series at Christmassy things. That's really fun.
Yeah. Lots of live streams.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to watch them, and it's an awkward time for me, to be honest, but yeah, they look really cute. So many ideas. Lots of people doing this Vlogmas as well now. Oh, I think that's...
Did you go away, though, Sylvia?
Interquartered. Did she actually tell you to go away? Oh.
Welcome back, Frizzy Bee. We were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you. You just missed it. Hey, Diet Black. Nice to see you, even just briefly. I've decided those running stitches aren't enough. I'm gonna go back through, fill in the gaps, and then whip them to make it look more interesting. If I don't finish, it doesn't matter. My job in the evenings this last couple of weeks has been working on my remaining tags for the swap, because I've got to get them sent out. I sent out the ones that were kind of Christmas related. About a week, 10 days ago. So hopefully they'll get there in a timely fashion. I've still got more to do. As always. Took on more than I've really got time for, but still. Hey, Emma! Annie Fanny. I know it's Emma because nobody else calls me that.
Apparently, Kristen told young people to not buy coffee so they can afford to buy a house, when she's from an uber privileged family. Yeah, I don't know what kind of coffee she thinks people are buying.
Yeah, she is very. She has a certain lifestyle. She comes from a certain class of people that we can't, Yeah. I kind of feel like her heart's in the right place. I don't think she's a bad person. She's maybe a bit out of touch with how the rest of us live.
Yeah.
So what was Emma saying? In the middle of renovating the kitchen, having a tea break. Oh.
Sounds fun.
Hard work, but worth it.
Yeah,
not great timing for Christmas.
We were just saying that you'd been doing a crochet along thing and live streams and such.
Yep.
And you've got the whole bleeping bungalow to do.
Oh, yeah. So what are you going to do about Christmas dinner if you can't? Can you cook in your kitchen?
Yeah, Christmas seems like a bad time to be renovating a kitchen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's just coming from me, very food motivated.
That, to me, I mean, we've more said we're more or less not bothering with presents, are we? And I've more or less not done any cards either. I'm just there just isn't the time or money for it this year, so we're just not doing it because we figure, well, there's nothing we hugely need, and the most important bit for us is getting together and having a nice meal, and we can still do that. Play some games and things.
Yeah, spend money on the meal instead of presents.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'll make you a cheesecake.
You can if you like.
As your Christmas present.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'll be all biscuit base.
Yeah, but if it could be that raspberry and one with the macadamia nut biscuit base and
it'll
the white
be
chocolate.
Just be a bucket of rich teas.
I might even prefer it with rich tea, but I think it's the grittiness of digestive biscuits when people just use digest. I think it can feel a bit gritty to me, and I'm very funny about it.
It is a little bit like you're eating sand.
Yeah. Texture of food is quite a thing for me, and it puts me right off if it's the wrong texture. I'm taking far too long doing this tree.
You said fart.
I'm going, after I finish whipping this backstitch, I'm going to leave it at that, and I can always add more later on. Because I feel like it's going to want a bit more sparkle. I'm kind of craving some... I don't know. I can always add it. Can't I? Yeah, grapes have to be, If the grapes are even slightly... no.
It's a raisin that's not done yet.
Were you here last week, Janet, when I was talking about that cheesecake? Yeah, the raspberry white chocolate and macadamia nuts in the crumb. Oh, yeah. Present to ourselves is a new TV.
If I do make you a cheesecake, it won't have macadamia nuts because I'm not made of money.
Yeah, they are expensive, aren't they?
They're ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Actually, I say we're not bothering presents, but I strongly suggested to John that we could buy a present to each other of a new non-stick pan, because I'd seen this... what's it called? Oh.
Pan?
Oh, something pan
Forever
Pro.
Pan?
Forever, not Forever Pan. Something Pan Pro. Oh, hugely expensive, but it's non-stick, but without any kind of coating or chemicals, Teflon and things. Always Pan Pro, that's it.
Because it's got wings. Yeah,
that's the first thing I thought was always clearly doesn't mean the same thing as it means here. But anyway, it's basically it's got an aluminium core so it conducts heat. It's got stainless steel outside, so it's quite durable and looks shiny. And the inside is titanium, which is stamped with this tiny hexagon pattern. And it had a 100-day money-back guarantee, so I thought... But the full price is apparently, I don't even know if I believe this, is 170 quid for one pan. Absolutely no way. But there's a special offer at 110, and I thought, well, 110 is way too much. I can't spend that on a pan. But I've had bad luck with non-stick pans, and I do use my kind of like deep kind of sauté pan stroke wokish thing every day. And I've just, another one has just given up the non-stick ghost, so it would be nice. So in the end I thought, well, yes, 110 quid sounds a lot, but if John and I bought it for each other, 55 quid each, I get to use it, he gets to eat the stuff for making it, 55 quid each for a Christmas present, fine. And it's something, and so we went for it, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks already, and it's brilliant. But I still think the price is a lot. I've seen some others they kind of call hybrid pans, or no forever chemical non-stick pans, or whatever, but they aren't quite the combination of metals that this one is. So I think it is a bit different. And well, you've seen it, haven't you, Tom? It does seem very, very good quality. And I've cooked everything from creamy sauces and scrambled eggs to steaks, fish, pancakes, everything. I've cooked all kinds of meals in that pan. So yeah, so I'm enjoying it, but it's a lot of money.
Yes, Rachel, she's very naughty. She's like a child when it comes to Christmas. Always too excited to open the presents.
I opened it as soon as it got here, but... And I did in the end relent and get a little something for Tom to open on the day. I wasn't going to, but I just suddenly thought of something. It's very easy to get hold of, so I did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially we're just not really doing Christmas in that way. And it's quite a relief. It's quite liberating to be... Okay, that's my little tree done. I've not made much progress, have I? What's next? Okay, it's the stocking.
Yeah, I don't like the focus on presents that so many people have when it comes to Christmas.
Yeah, it gets
like, you see those videos of people like up to my age doing Christmas haul videos. Oh, these are all the things I got.
Well, I've done that. I've done that myself.
Ew.
I know. It's kind of, I know. And you feel a bit awkward about it because it feels like you're being really greedy and stuff. But yeah,
sometimes people do it. It's like, they're showing appreciation for the things they got, but a lot of times it's like they're showing off how much stuff they've managed to acquire.
Yeah. I think just the whole thing of adults having a wish list is a little bit. Yeah. I just think I'm not religious myself, but that's not what Christmas is about. It's not about stuff, is it? I don't think it should be.
Yeah. So when you see like a 12-year-old kid or something showing off to their classmates, that's one thing. But when it's like a fully grown adult on YouTube, that's weird.
I better not do any haul videos this year then. Well, I won't have any haul to show,
I already think you're weird and gross anyway, so...
Yeah, I am.
Jackie's asked for a spirograph. Fair.
Oh, yeah, spirograph. I used to love spirograph.
Yeah.
Deb has some vintage Le Creuset. Oh, wow. I bet they're well seasoned. I'm just having to find my cursor now so I can scroll up and miss bits. Hey, Jen. I miss Jen. Coming in.
Yeah, I even said hi, Jen, out loud. You didn't notice.
I think I did, but I was in the middle of talking about something else at the time, so I ignored you. So.
Poor Jen. Not as important as what you were talking about.
Your pan is still going after about 15 years. No, using it 4 years, £15. Yeah.
Yours last you 6 months maybe before they start being useless.
Yeah, and I'm pretty careful with them. The only thing I don't do is that I can't be blamed for how they get cleaned.
Yes, when you clean them, they're done using non-stick friendly things.
So we don't, but I don't know. Anyway, I've had awful bad luck with them, and then I started to read about the stuff that, the reasons why they're not good for you health-wise. The non-stick ones that I've been using, because of the Teflon and stuff. We're all ingesting Teflon all the time. So I just thought, well, this is hopefully a forever pan. And so far, it's the best pan I've ever used. So let's hope it stays.
Yeah, let's hope so. £3, Rachel. That'd be a bargain for any pan.
Yeah, blimey. Vintage Le Creuset, nice. It looks so lovely as well. Yeah, there's a fine line, Rachel, isn't there, between showing appreciation and showing off, really.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to find that sometimes, I think. Oh, I can't believe how much I've missed it already. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Catherine. I just think one year we did do, we kind of did the buy a goat in Africa or whatever it was that year. We did that instead of sending cards and things, because we just don't, another year we've given money to homeless charities, because I think at this time of year it must be even worse to be homeless than any other time of year. I just think for me, yes, it's lovely to enjoy it and it's lovely to give things. And I think when you got little kids around, it's a whole different kettle of fish. But as adults in, a relatively affluent country, there's not a lot we actually need, is there? And
no.
Yeah.
I don't know, you do need some more fabric.
Yeah. Not that I don't, I do love getting presents.
Yeah, you do.
Even Trina and I aren't doing presents this year. And I always used to love the presents from her. We get each other crafty things and that. Crafty presents are always the best. One year we just did homemade things for each other, Tom, didn't we? That's a good idea.
It would have been much better had I got round to actually finishing yours.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I didn't actually get mine, but, you know.
John's took a lot longer than I was expecting.
John got his. It's lovely. He still uses it. Mostly for show, because he's afraid of losing it. But
yeah, he doesn't want to use it for its actual purpose.
A wooden beer bottle carrier.
It just carries them statically on a shelf.
Yeah, they look nice, though.
Sure.
And I made him little crocheted beer bottle socks to go with it.
Yeah.
And he did you herbs in a pot, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And I made him an air-dried clay incense burner shaped like a fish.
Yeah.
And the beer socks.
My plan was to make you a lamp thing shaped like an A.
Yeah, it looked brilliant. I'd still like it, by the way. Maybe finish it for my birthday.
It's just a little bit late for Christmas. Several years ago. The problem is, guys, I discovered after I started with the idea that she doesn't deserve it. Because she's a vicious little hobbit. So I thought it best not to carry on.
It's not funny. Not big, clever, or funny.
See, it's because she keeps on insulting me, telling me that I'm not big, funny, or clever, or some combination thereof.
This little piece is tiny.
Is that just one of your socks?
Are we gonna ask PP if he wants to watch
We should, yeah.
Dinner for One again?
Yeah.
Has anybody else heard of that? It's like an old comedy sketch. It's very English, very, very English. I say sketch. It's like a play, but it's short. I think these days you'd call it a sketch, but it's quite long for a sketch. I don't know. But anyway, I'd never heard of it, although it's English. But apparently it's quite a tradition in Germany and other European countries to watch it at Christmas. So they all sit and watch it together in a. So we've sat and watched it a couple of years running, haven't we, with PP in a watch party in YouTube. Not YouTube, in Discord, sorry.
Yeah, Rachel's asking, when you made the needle felted conch, did you use all the grey roving? Was it the grey roving that you didn't have, or was that it was white that they didn't supply, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a tiny bit of white for the hat. Yeah. Yes, I used all of it because I added some sleeves as well, Rachel.
Ooh.
I haven't got it here to show you at the moment, but I added some grey sort of halfway down the arm sleeves, which sort of just felted into the red felt that you've got for the arms. And I actually ended up cutting into the robe bit at the back, sort of just literally cutting into it with scissors what I'd already felted, and then put in the flesh colour bit, which I had to pull out my stash. Yeah, and then sort of refelting over the coat afterwards. Does that look like a stocking? Yeah, good enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
good enough.
And yes, Emma, she gave me life, which is another reason I haven't made the present, because she inflicted me on all of you, so I'm punishing her for that.
Never heard of Dinner for One until we spent a Christmas with German friends, and you had to watch it. It's a weird thing, isn't it? It's a very strange thing that this terribly English film, play, sketch has become such a tradition there. And
it's not very good.
It's quite funny though. It's charming. It's very charming. And what makes it even more strange really is that from what Pippi and like Shortsy's in Sweden, and maybe Thornius says he's in Finland, but like their parents' generation weren't all automatically English speaking like they are. Like, you know, Pippi's English is better than mine. He speaks it more correctly than I do anyway.
Yeah.
But their parents, not necessarily so. So when you watch it, it has like German subtitles or whatever, doesn't it? And the guy who comes out and explains
what's happening
in German because,
first.
yeah. So how on earth did it ever become a thing? You know?
Yeah, it seems weird, doesn't it? That people would bother.
Yeah.
I mean, they say Germans have no sense of humour. I guess that would explain why they like that.
Pippi's got sense of humour. He's got very similar sense of humour to us, really.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, a lot of the German comedy stuff I've watched is very good as well. I don't know where this stereotype comes from.
Yeah.
Very similar to our sense of humour in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And of course, these days, you know, we all connect online and stuff, so I think the lines are more blurred than they used to be anyway. Lord of the Rings, yes. To watch
don't think I've heard of Bad Tidings.
Bad Tidings, it rings a bell. Though only on Sky. I don't like Sky. John's Christmas movie of choice is It's a Wonderful Life. He loves it though.
He does.
I'm doing my own thing with this stocking. I just think it'll look better stitched, and I'm trying to make this. I'm doing these little straight stitches so it looks a bit like ribbing, hopefully.
Yeah.
Sort of.
They're watching Blackadder in their English lesson.
Really?
Interesting.
Some of the Blackadder ones have very interesting messages. Like we've talked before, I think, about the First World War one, especially that last episode. Oh, so poignant.
Oh yeah.
And a lot to say about, the senseless futility of
Yes, it's
war.
fair to say they were not pro the tactics that were used.
No.
You've got more stuff to catch up on in the
have I?
follow along, by the way. You'll like these ones.
Let's have a little peek at...
I mean, you liked all of them so far as well, but,
We're No Angels with Humphrey Bogart. I don't think I've seen that.
Muppet Christmas Carol's a good shout, yeah.
Oh, look, I'm going to have to go back and... catch up on the chat after again, aren't I? I'm too engrossed in it because I've got to kind of keep an eye on what I'm doing. I'm felting. I can kind of look away a bit more. Discord peek, come on. Oh, look at the expression on that cat's face. Oh, look.
You've got lots of cats to go through.
Oh, hang on, let me go. I have to go actually into Discord now. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Right, where did I get to? Tissue paper nest. It's a beautiful nest, Ruby.
Isn't it?
She's such a sweetie, isn't she? Oh. Hey, I've got one of those.
Yeah, you have.
Did you just buy the empty tin? It's a Bojangles tin, isn't it? Monty Bojangles. I've got one of those on my desk for my orts. Although it gets full a bit quickly, but the chocolates that it came in were absolutely gorgeous. There's Baxter. Oh, look at him. The funny thing about the cat cafe, several of the cats came out to play when someone pulled one over in a box so that the lady in the wheelchair could see her better. Yeah. And then all the cats wanted to join in because it was a box. That was quite a good moment, wasn't it, there?
Yeah. So many of the cats were fascinated by that lady's wheelchair as well.
Yes, they were sniffing it and climbing on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look on the face. Beautiful cat. I love how her eyes match your jumper, Wendy.
Everyone's got that tin.
Absolute determined. So So everyone's got the tin, but did everyone get the... Here's my version. A minute. Oh, I'll go back here now. A minute. Here's mine. Got my... Oops. Got my orts in it. Big chunky orts there, left over from making my macrame tree. Made yesterday. Also out the craft box. Yeah, they're lovely. Monty Bojangles truffles. Absolutely blimming gorgeous. Worth the calories. I don't say that lightly.
Talking of Christmas films, here's an interesting one. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas film or a Halloween film?
Ooh.
Or is it both? Because it's excellent, whichever it is.
Yeah. I think you could watch it both times. Oh, look, I've just pulled that too.
Both is a good answer, yeah.
Hey, Alana, new viewer. Hello.
Oh, hey, Alana.
Making a Christmas top out of some Liberty fabric. Oh, nice. It's nothing. Liberty fabric is just so beautiful. It looks beautiful, feels beautiful, lovely to work with. Nice to get it as a gift too.
Yeah. I'm not in the camp that calls Die Hard a Christmas movie just because it happens during Christmas in the movie. It's nothing about it is Christmassy. People always say Die Hard to try and be funny, but no, it's a Christmas. It's not. They know very well it's not.
I've never watched Die Hard. I don't think it's the sort of thing I'd like, is it? Yeah.
No.
This is too little. This little piece is too little to be working on now, to be honest. Oh, done something wrong back there as well. Doesn't matter, I'll cut all that off in a minute. You won't see it. You won't see a thing. No one
I definitely won't, 'cause I'm not even
ever
going to look
know.
at it.
Violent Night. Violent Night.
Not
I haven't heard of
one.
that.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of movies, to be honest.
I'm a bit funny about films that are meant to be comedies or romantic ones. I tend to not like them. I'd rather watch a horror movie.
I mean, your ideal movie is like Dirty Dancing.
Oh, God,
or maybe that
no.
ABBA musical one.
Oh, no.
You loved that.
Oh, no.
That was her favourite. She went and watched it 3 times.
It's not true. Not my kind of thing at all.
The third time she was just going there to listen to the popcorn being eaten.
I did enjoy Saturday Night Fever at the time, but I was a child of the 60s and I was in my teens in the 70s, and it was very much a thing. Grease as well I liked.
Saturday Night Fever tried to cover some pretty heavy topics,
very difficult issues. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Grease not so much, but you know.
I'm just gonna stitch my
Do you just like Travolta?
No, I never did go for Travolta really, but yeah, there were some difficult parts in that film, weren't there? Yeah. I just associate it with my teens and stuff, I suppose. That's right. Okay, that's that bit done. Done the tree, done the stocking. I finished 2 projects.
Yeah, get the guy, just change everything about yourself. It was, yeah, the ending in Greece was a bit awkward. It's like they nearly did a thing where it's like, oh, but he's changed everything about himself too. And then it's like, yeah, no, ditch that. She's changed herself. Screw it. I'm going to go back to how I was. Yeah.
Oh, you've never watched it, Dad? Oh, you should watch it. Mind you, I think over the years you've probably seen so many snippets of it. It's one of those things, isn't it? You kind of feel like you've watched it because you've heard so many of the tracks in it. Where, you know, I loved disco music during the 70s. Yeah, yeah. Grease was. I
didn't think disco was a big thing during the 70s.
Oh, get the guy just. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, claws. Don't think I've seen that either. Emma's making a 12 scale Tosca grapes. You put graped. Tosca grapes without your glasses on.
I think you might need the glasses on, Emma.
They probably look really good, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, Elaine.
Oh yeah, exactly. Sound of Music and Mamma Mia. You can sing along to the musical. Perfect. It's just what you want in the cinema, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah, I should just carry on watching horror films, whatever time of the year. Oh, I watched a disturbing one last night. What was it called? A knock at the cabin. Oh, has anybody seen that?
No.
It didn't turn out to be quite what I thought it was. A bit disturbing. I better not say anything about it at all. So that was a good story, wasn't it? Just because I don't want to spoil it if anybody watches it.
I saw a thing. It was good.
Yeah. It's one of those things I can't say anything about the story without spoiling it. So yeah, just forget I ever said that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep putting stars on my bunting a minute. I think this one was meant to be for day 10. But of course, with this box, they called it an Advent box, and they also called it a 12 Days of Christmas box. And it's got 12 things. So to me, 12 Days of Christmas actually starts Christmas Day, really. But I'm just doing them as and when I got time to do them, and I'll finish the ones I haven't done over Christmas, like the cross-stitch ones I've been putting off because I know they'll take me longer.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to need to get another one of these white branch trees. You know, I've got a lot of things to hang up this year because all my tags look lovely. You can't really see them from there, but the tags look amazing on the tree.
Yeah.
We were just talking before we went live about the possibility of getting some better lighting in here, so that because that would help a bit.
It would, yeah.
The background, wouldn't it?
Hey Elaine, glad you made it during the live.
Oops. What time is it in New Mexico, Elaine? And what's the temperature? I'm assuming it's still going to be warm there. Does it get really cold there at all? I'm assuming not. I don't actually know. Hugh Grant has a new horror film, Heretic. Ooh. No, we were just saying the other day we've never seen Hugh Grant play anything but an affable Englishman kind of thing. He just always plays that, harmless, likeable kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
Kerry's asking about showing. Yeah, you can put whatever you want in the live stream thing there.
Yeah, do.
Well,
yeah.
I say whatever you want, obviously.
Well, yeah, within reason. 19 Fahrenheit today. That sounds pretty cold.
That is cold, yeah.
Yeah. You sure don't mean centigrade? Is it actually 19 Fahrenheit? Oh, blimey, that is cold.
That's -7 in everyone else in the world units.
You sure you mean Fahrenheit? I don't know. Maybe it is cold there. Blimey, that is cold. Whoa. Is AZ Arizona? AZ? Is that Arizona? I think it must be, isn't it? Hey, Pepper. Oh, I didn't see a Dungeons and Dragons movie, so he can play bad guys. Tom, we were wrong.
Mm. Does he play them well,
mistook.
though?
Yeah, does he do a good job of it? Oh, look. I think I've lost a bunting.
And yeah, I'm not a big fan of horror movies either, because they don't work for me.
No,
I just find them frustrating. Yeah. It's like, why are they doing this? If you're trying to run away from something, don't run in the same direction that it can travel.
It's like you can't watch anything to do like a magic show or anything with Tom either, because he can only see how it's done. He can't.
Yeah.
I'm watching Sixth Sense.
I still enjoy
the
magic
performance.
Because I'm impressed.
Yeah, because it takes huge skill and dedication to learn to do it as well as they do, to make it, if it's good.
Yeah, they're good. I get very annoyed by the ones where it's just a camera trick and paid actors in the audience. Or
it's just the gadget, the piece of equipment.
So anyone with the money could do that. It's just boring.
Yeah. Heretic is a psychological thriller. Mm. Well, that sounds like my kind of thing, Granny Sue, that does.
He's the baddie in Paddington too.
Oh. We're going to have to look at some more Hugh Grant movies then. See if we can see him in a different light. Yeah, I don't like the gory ones, Jackie. I prefer the sort of psychological things. And they're the ones that really get inside your head, aren't they? Okay, now I've got to run a line of running stitch across there.
They say stop, police are 100 yards away, so they run off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the thing with a lot of criminals, they don't really want to be caught.
Oh, wow, Sylvia. That must have been amazing. Your own private magic show at Christmas. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that in some ways that works in his favour, doesn't it? Yeah.
It probably worked worse the other way around, when you got those people who always play bad guys, and then you just don't trust them through the entire film.
You just can't.
And they're not. You're just waiting for them to betray everyone.
Yeah, because you know what they're like.
It's also a bit disturbing when you get people who play bad guys, and there are people who struggle to separate fantasy from reality, and they actually seem to think that the actor is a bad person and send them hate mails. It's like, no, they're just being paid to pretend to. They didn't really kill 6 teenagers in the woods. It's fine. Don't worry. The police checked.
Oh. See, I only know him from, what was that? Another romantic thing that I didn't like. What's the thing? There's 4 weddings and a funeral, wasn't there? And what was the thing that had Darcy and him? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know the plots of them very well, because I've never actually watched them as such.
That could be it, yeah.
I just know what I think they're about.
Notting Hill, yeah.
Notting Hill, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Sylvia to the rescue there. Bright Jones, I assume it's meant to be Bridget Jones?
Yes. That's the other one I was thinking of, yes.
Yeah. It's silly, perhaps, but Bridget Jones always annoys me because of the face that what's her name always makes, or just her face in general.
Begins with R.
Yeah.
What's she called?
Renee Zellweger, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her face annoys me, which is unfair. She might be an amazing actress, but everything about her face just makes me want to stop watching.
Yeah, I'm like that with Keira Knightley. Yeah. I can't watch Keira Knightley because of her face. And Nicole
I'm sure
Kidman.
She's a lovely person, but the face is
I'm the same
annoying.
about Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, Carol, it's exactly, they hear a noise, so they go down into the dark cellar without even trying to turn on a noise. Completely
unarmed. Who would actually do that in real life?
So,
no one.
I mean, sometimes they try to explain it because, they try and turn on the light and, of course, the power's gone out or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to resist the temptation to do extra embroidery on this now because I can add that afterwards.
Yes, so it's a difficult one to spell.
Yeah. Begin. Yeah. And yet,
4 weddings and a funeral.
What's the girl called? Not girl anymore. Who's in Titanic? What's she called? Because she's just the opposite for me. I could watch her all day long. I love her face in a way that I hate Nicole Kidman's face and
Kate Winslet, apparently.
Kate Winslet, yeah, I could watch her all day.
Yeah, she doesn't annoy me.
Yeah.
Or they run in heels. Yeah, exactly. And people always seem to manage to trip over like a printed image of a leaf on the floor or something and break every bone in their body, and they go, what is going on? What are your bones made of? How have you managed this?
So cynical and one so young.
Yes, she was hilarious in Extras. That was very, very good. A lot of people were amazing in Extras.
I think they were. It was big of them to do it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, to have that kind of sense of humour about yourself, I think, is quite important.
Yeah.
Jackie can't watch Mark Wahlberg or Tom Cruise. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, Tom Cruise is like, ugh, no.
Just everything about him seems oily and gross, because I think it's that horrible smile that he always puts on that doesn't reach his eyes. When you see him in interviews and stuff,
it's kind of manic looking, isn't it? Or something.
I mean, the fact that he's in a horrible cult as well doesn't really help. But you know,
and it's not just because he's like a sort of glossy American actor and quite short, because another glossy American quite short actor is Back to the Future guy.
Yeah.
And I like him. He's fine. I could watch him. I can't watch Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Funny, innit?
Yeah.
The soccer the ball hit a tree, knocked out a big possum and 2 bats that all screamed. Then I screamed at the neighbours. Is that a real situation? Is that a real story you're telling, Catherine? Have I missed the beginning of that? I'm so going to have to go back here afterwards. Oh, yeah, Nicolas Cage, Emma. No. Can't listen to him either. Is that actually a true story? Oh my God.
Yeah. That's just reminded me of that story about Bex. So my aunt and cousin, obviously her sister and niece, one of them saw a rat out in the driveway, and of course they're both terrified of rats, which, fair enough. Rats are,
I find them
great.
Revolting. I'm not terrified of them, but
no.
I'd be upset to see one in my driveway. Yeah.
They tried to scare it off by making noises. Didn't work.
It just sat there looking at them.
It just sat there staring at them, not moving. And one of them threw a shoe at it, and it didn't even flinch. And then eventually they discovered that the reason it didn't flinch is because it was a little bundle of moss, not a rat. Which, oddly enough, not so scary then.
The fact that they got more upset because it was clearly not fazed by them throwing shoes and stuff. It was just it was just bold enough to stare them down and confront them like that.
That's a thing you'll find with moss quite often, interestingly, is that it tends not to flinch.
It doesn't scare easily, moss, does it?
No. Very bold.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
It's not scared of rolling stones.
I think if you have pet ones and get used to having them as pets, it's probably different, isn't it?
Yeah. Pet rats are very cute.
Very intelligent animals and all that.
Yeah.
But when you see one
moss, not so much.
In your garden, it's revolting enough to stop you feeding the birds for a while. That's what I find.
Yeah, one of my neighbours found that.
Yeah. I wonder if she did stop feeding the birds.
I don't know. I haven't seen any rats.
No. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Because they're they're just little furry mammals. Why are they so? I think we've got this instinctive revulsion for them because they carry germs and stuff.
Yeah.
Or perhaps it's like group memory, you know.
Give it a fluffier tail and it's cute.
Yes, becomes a squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but squirrels don't live off rubbish and invade your homes to like steal food and things. Well, maybe they do some places, but they don't here.
They just don't get caught.
Yeah.
Not a lot of love for rats in here.
No. I don't mind snakes. I don't mind spiders. You know, a lot of the traditional things that people tend to be.
You're sure want to deal with spiders in your house, aren't you?
Yeah. And dead birds. If we get dead anything, usually it would be me that would. John could do it, but he'd rather not. Which is fine. I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, they do dig up the garden a lot, don't they?
Don't rats sometimes live inside chef's hats and control people by pulling on their hair?
What are you talking about?
Wasn't that the plot of that Ratatouille movie?
Oh, I wouldn't have seen that either, would I?
No, I've never seen it. But, yeah.
Yeah, woodlice don't like them either.
Oh, no, you don't like those.
Are they always pregnant? Is that true? Ugh.
I mean, they're very quick to spew out a whole load of baby woodlice on you.
Oh, my God. See, we used to have this wall at the house we had in Cornwall. There was this wall out the back that was a bit damp and it was always flaking paint, and every so often I'd go out there and scrape off the flaking paint and stuff ready to redo it, and under every flake of paint there'd be like a whole swarm of, and anything that swarms like that, or I remember seeing pictures
same with people, they swarm.
I remember seeing pictures of a barn in Australia where, well, video footage, not pictures, video footage, where they went into a barn in the dark, turned the light on, and it was just a sea of mice that then immediately all ran for cover as soon as the lights went on.
I bet that was fragrant. That's the problem. It's like, it doesn't matter how cute mice or rats may look.
I've done this the wrong way around.
They don't have any control over their business.
Don't they just like? Isn't it right that rats just constantly pee? And they. I
don't know if it's constant, but it's like they don't do it in any particular place.
Right. Yeah. But some animals do keep that in a particular spot, don't they?
Yeah. Wasps can do one. Yeah. There's something they can eat an entire bag of. I'm not going to say what it is, but they can eat a bag of it.
Didn't. I think I'm actually going to have to glue this piece on because I've done it in the wrong order. Cheat glue coming out.
I was on a bus and I watched a wasp sting a no smoking sign on the window.
Just because it looked at it funny.
Yeah. Just what are you doing, wasp? This is why bees can only sting once, because they're wasps that got punished for not being able to control themselves.
You don't have to talk a lot of rubbish sometimes.
Yeah, it's accurate science.
There. Now the little door is supposed to go on there, I believe. Not door handle.
Oh yeah, Rachel, is Roland okay? Because sometimes cats are sort of, if they do that kind of thing, it's because they're stressed or have like a UTI or something.
Ah. Has he got a problem with your boyfriend?
Well, someone did suggest that if the boyfriend was new, but I think it was 6.5 years. He said should be over it by now.
But if he doesn't like your boyfriend and the present smelt of your boyfriend, maybe he was marking his territory. You are his territory.
Maybe.
Archie didn't used to like men, really. He was all right with you and Richard, obviously, but he wasn't keen on men. He only liked women, really. He was a ladies' man. He loved it when my friends used to come over for crafting. He loved it. They all used to laugh because he'd like... This is when I lived at Trafford Road. Tom, did you ever come there?
I don't think I was over there, no.
Yeah, he'd sort of walk into the room where we were crafting. He'd just go, all right. All right, Archie, all right. Walk through, carry on. Oh. I do miss having him around. They're just a nice presence, cats. I'm sure dogs are as well if you are a dog person, but...
I'm sure, yeah.
Tarty Archie, he was, wasn't he? Yeah, I mean, we had him so long, he goes, you know, Emma, because Emma's in Cornwall, Emma and Shell would remember Archie as well. He was with me a long time in the end. Although he was getting on a bit when I got him. No, he wasn't a youngster when I got him.
And Rachel, how could she not like the boyfriend with a name like that? There's a name that denotes an excellent person, I say.
Maybe
someone
that's why he was doing it then. Wish I'd known how you were going to turn out. I could have called you all sorts of things and got my revenge in advance.
You do call me all sorts of things, but we can't repeat them on stream.
I wouldn't be allowed to put them on a birth certificate either.
No. Some of these ridiculous names people come up with, I'm sure they should be against the law. It's like, this is child abuse.
Be careful what you say. There might be somebody who's watching who has...
If there's anyone here who's called their child a name and spelled it in a ridiculous way, forcing your child to spell their name out loud to everyone for the rest of their lives, you have abused your child, and I don't care if that offends you.
I always wonder with things like that, are they just trying to do it as a point of difference, or do they not know how to spell the name? I'm not sure.
I doubt it's that. They're just trying to be unique, not realising that they are basically helping the bullying of their child for the rest of its life.
Oh, the car trip to Norwich. He howled the whole way. He just howled. He cried the whole way. I couldn't... Yeah. I asked the vet if I could have some kind of sedation for him because I knew he was going to be distressed by it. It's a long trip. It's a long drive, isn't it? And I couldn't because of his problems with his chest. His health wasn't up to having a sedation of any kind. So we just had to listen to him yowling.
Yeah, Rachel, more countries, specifically this country, need more rules about what you can name your children. Yeah.
There are some rules. Like you wouldn't be able to give your child the first names of King and Charles, for example.
Yeah. Probably not allowed to be any just sort of obvious swearing or hate speech type names either.
I think there are some rules, but not many. Not as many as you might think. I looked into it a little bit when I was changing my name by deed poll a few years back. Yeah, it's when you've got all those C's and Q's in there.
Yeah, that is At least that follows some kind of language rules, though.
Yeah, it's not, and it's a traditional way that people will know.
Yeah.
My name I was born with, my surname was double-barrelled, so not only did I have a hyphen to negotiate as a small child learning to write my name, but the first part of it had an apostrophe in as well. Also didn't go down very well at the kind of schools we went to in
no
inner city London schools kind of thing. No, it wasn't inner city as such, but yes, doesn't make you popular to be called a name like that. I don't think I was ever destined to be a popular kid at school, to be fair. I had too much against me.
Yeah.
I was a small. I never had the right uniform. I was small and skinny, and I had a stupid name.
You were usually the new kid as well, because you changed schools so much.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever And my
your awful personality.
Yeah. The fact that I just couldn't work out how to do it.
Oh, that's excellent news, Carol.
A girl called Ladybird. Wow. My mum called me Carol, so it couldn't be shortened. Kaz. I like Kaz as well. London
kids apparently will shorten anything with in that
Kazar.
way.
Oi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, little door's looking quite cute. Look. Got this ready. It's telling me I should be doing the stuffing and everything before I stitch these bits on, but I feel a bit doubtful about that. I feel like it would be easier to attach the tree and things now. I might have to flout the instructions again. We love to flout instructions.
Yeah.
I also think I might have to add some sequins for a bit of sparkle.
Australians add Zat about something. Yeah, Kaza.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did Fen shorten your name in? Oh, it's so funny.
Tom is quite difficult to shorten. I mean, yes, it's already short.
Yeah.
But no one's ever really tried to call me Thomas. So
no. Like I've said before, you would have been Theo if I'd have had my way. And whether it would have been short for Theodore or Theodophilus, I'm not sure. Theodore, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because...
Yes, that subreddit is fun. Yeah.
I do like when... I do like when... I've got too many... Oh, there's too many comments to read. I do like when you end up with a name that actually is your... You know, your shortened... your childhood version, because you couldn't say your name.
Yeah.
I can't even see it for my noodle anymore.
Although that worked out interestingly for my paternal grandfather.
Yes, he couldn't say Frederick. So
Yeah.
he ended up being Dick all his life.
Mm-hmm. At least it was a time where that was a common shortened name.
It didn't have any...
So it didn't seem
have any
like a bad thing.
Connotations to it.
But it did sound funny in the car with my grandma saying, "Watch out, there's a bus, Dick."
You two sniggering in the background, in the back of the car. She said, "Dick." The old Enid Blyton in the old 5 Go whatever, or Secret 7, whichever one it was, there was a Fanny and a Dick. Now
Yeah.
they've re-released those books, and they changed the names. I forgot what they've changed them to. Probably Francis and Richard. A bit of a shame, really.
It's a short name. Aussies will make it longer, like Tomaza.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Ah.
I could see Tomo if they're going to make it longer, but Tomaza is a bit weird. But I'm talking about Australians, of course it's a bit weird.
That is interesting, though, isn't it? This is called Effie. Euphemia. It does, doesn't it? Euphemia. It does sound like a bit like
it does,
pneumonia or... Yeah, there's some interesting Victorian names.
And yes, it's unfortunate, the whole Karen thing. Because not all people called Karen are terrible people.
No. That is a bit unfair, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I might have to glue this on again because it's going to be a bit tricky.
Well, I don't mean to concern you, but you've got 20 minutes to go.
I know, I'm not going to finish this, am I? But I have made a tree, a wreath, a door, a stocking and bunting.
Yeah, you're mostly at the stage now where it just needs
assembling
attaching.
And stuffing. Yeah, and I'm just trying to decide whether they're right, and I'm better off to stuff it first. I just feel like for me, I just feel like it would be easier to get it on properly. Yeah, I'm gonna go my own way with this, and I'm
glad the stocking, now that you've put all the decoration on it, it actually stands out, because being the same material as the red thing that it's on.
Yeah,
it just disappeared before.
Yeah. Oh, I can actually use the bigger. In fact, I could even use.
Snoppy, when someone tells you you're being a Karen, have you tried asking to see their manager?
Yeah. They ruined the Bash Street Kids now. We're making a name's work. Oh. Ruin everything doing that, don't they? Oh, Outnumbered is back for Christmas. Oh,
interesting.
We like Outnumbered, don't we?
Yeah. I've seen a few sort of reunion things where they're, well, now adults, but then kids has got back together.
Yeah, we watched that one that all kind of took part in a pub, didn't we?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's broken, that one. That's no good.
Sylvia's finished her dogs.
Oh, well done. Should I go back to Discord for a quick peek?
Last
peek before we go?
There's also more cat in there. Oh, and Carrie has posted the coloured picture.
Let me go in. Oh, lovely! I've got that. I've got that all ready to share with everybody on Christmas Day. I thought. So Kerry's also done this. Let me just begin it. I love it. Kerry's also done this as like just an outline, so we can add it to the colouring collection. We can't actually
nice
sort of add it into that PDF we did for the colouring collection now, but what I was going to do is share it on Christmas Day for anybody that wants to print it off separately and add it to their colouring collection. They've already printed that off, and I could actually add it separately, I suppose, onto the thing in Gumroad, couldn't I?
Could do, yeah.
And it would probably then automatically update to people who've downloaded it before. But yeah, I thought that'd be a fun one to colour in as well. That is so us, isn't it? I think it's especially you, actually. I think she's very much caught your expression. And your beard, the square beard. Love it.
Yeah, ridiculous square beard.
And my dangler tree is there as well.
Yeah. And you look short.
Yeah. And it's got my expression, it's got how I feel when we're doing that. It was sort of excited and yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at this. It's one of those chickens, isn't it? Crochet chicken.
Yes.
Is that going to be a pattern weight? Catherine? Was it Catherine? Yeah. Is that going to be a pattern weight? It looks like one of those pattern weights. I love that. How cute. Have you got a pattern for it? I think that's really nice. Oh, look, another Archie. I think I saw a picture. I think you shared a picture of Archie the other day, Jenny, didn't you? Oh,
you just throw it at people.
Kind of not dissimilar to our Archie. He's got a similar look to him, hasn't he? In the shape of his face and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
and the expression.
Thought our Archie was a girl.
Yeah, he's quite delicate. Yeah. Yeah, the expression definitely, and the shape, the face shape is very like our Archie when he was younger. Oh, look at those dogs, they're so cute. Looking forward to starting the FPP thing, Sylvia. Oh, look at this! Found this guy at a thrift store. Oh, how could somebody give that away to a thrift store? Look at that. Somebody made that for someone, I would imagine. It looks like it's been made by hand, doesn't it?
I'm surprised they were able to give it away to a thrift store without the curse bringing it back to their door the next day.
Yeah. I love it. The expression, the shape of it and everything. That's really cute. I couldn't have left it behind either. do you know, that kind of reminds me of how my gonk looked at that stage, Rachel, but yours is far, far and away neater and better done than mine.
Much smoother, no big sort of crack down the back of it or anything.
You're doing a lovely job of that. I did find, mention it when I did the Christmas tree one later on, that rather than wrap it all around the way I did when I did that one on the live, put in a small piece of just pulling off a small section of the wool at a time and building it up rather than wrap the whole lot around like they say in the instructions. It worked definitely better to do it piece by piece and keep going on it. It just went together so much better and faster and smoother when I did the tree that way, and I had loads left. Yeah, I think the way they tell you in the instructions with this isn't necessarily the best way.
You're going to end up with a big seam if you do it the way they told you, aren't you? Because
as well.
Sort of put it all together when it's a big chunk like that.
Yeah. See, I stopped stitching again there. It's not my fault if I don't finish anything.
Yeah, it's all your fault, everyone.
Yeah.
Rachel.
I might just go. Yeah. Might just do one pass first and then go back again. If I've got enough.
Rachel's done it in small pieces. Seems to have got that. I'll explain why it's neater. Yeah,
definitely works better.
See, following instructions is for losers.
Yeah.
We'll forgive you just this once, Rachel, but.
For what? What's she apologising? Oh yeah, for distracting me from my task. Yeah, the whole.
Every like a goldfish.
It will be entirely your fault if I don't get this whole thing finished.
Oh, we've made Granny Sue buy chocolate. Excellent.
How is that awful? Oh, the Monty Bojangles. Sue.
Yeah, I'm tempted to buy some myself.
You mustn't have them.
I know, and yet.
But it's a strange thing, isn't it? Because I think it was Johnny mentioned it when we were up there. The tins have become collectible in themselves.
Yeah.
Because they are really pretty, but the chocolates are amazing.
Yeah, I'll buy the chocolate. You can have the tin.
No, I think there's something wrong there. Yeah, they are just melt in the mouth, amazing. You kind of feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to stop eating them, but they're quite rich, so you don't find you need too many at a time. One or two is plenty for a treat. Says me.
I think someone might be a victim of autocorrect there. Never heard of Month Bojangles?
Yeah, Monty Bojangles. It's like, this is the that's how it's spelt. Yeah, blimmin' lovely. And I've seen other colours of tin. I think there's 2 or 3 versions, so they must do different ones each year or something, maybe.
I tell you what, autocorrect, amazing though it is, sometimes it makes the weirdest decisions. Like,
yes,
we've all had it correct things to ducking and so on.
Yeah.
Which, sure. But some of the things, it's like, no one has used this word in 80 years. Why would I be saying that?
What are you basing it on?
Yeah. I've just used the correct word 4 times in the same sentence.
Yeah.
And you've corrected it to this.
Like really obscure words that you think, where on earth has that come from? Yeah.
Just, like the Latin name for some plant that hasn't existed for 50 years. It's just like, no, you're right, thanks, phone. Chill out.
Yeah. I think I'm going to... got to come out of that. I think I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did with one of these other felt pieces and not just rely on this stitching around here, because even if I go back and fill in those gaps or do it as a back stitch, the stitches are still too big, so I'm probably going to do a little small overstitch in white thread as well. I think that would look better. Yep.
One thing I do quite like when it comes to autocomplete though is the thing where it predicts what your next word will be entirely without you typing anything. Because I can type the word I And then it knows me well enough that it'll say, "Am going to pat your head" or something. It's just like...
Yeah. You are a tiny hobbit.
Yeah. Or just see you and then soon, shorty. It's usually insults for you because I don't tend to use the phone for anything else.
No. We're not big phone users, are we?
Well. No. Neither of us can stand being on the phone.
No.
We don't really like using it for apps because...
No.
Yeah.
Don't like using its stupid tiny keyboard. Just good. Selling the tins empty with no contents on a well-known site.
Is that well-known site eBay?
Is it eBay? Yeah. They have become very collectible. I'd just as soon pay extra and have the chocolates and be done with.
I like that they're making...
Well, I got that as a gift, actually, but...
Well, I like they're making the plush kitty cats as well. That's nice.
Are they? In the Monty Bojangles design?
Yeah, apparently.
Do you get it free with...
No, they're £20 each. But apparently cute.
They'd have to be very cute, wouldn't they, for that? Oh, look, this is going to be well cute. But it definitely needs more.
Yeah.
More stitching. And I might even... No, there isn't room. I was going to say I might even put some flowers here, like as a window box. I think I'm getting carried away now. Don't need that. And the other thing that it hasn't got is anything at all on the back, which we'll never do. So I definitely
put a message on that says, "Oi, turn me back over."
Actually, now you say message, I could just embroider Happy Christmas on the back or something, or 2024, something like that.
Do it before you do much more of that stitching, I'd say. But yeah.
I suppose it's time for me to stop soon. Yeah, it is.
I suppose so. Yeah. Having to pay all that extra because of the Australian. And
have to do a review
having
for
stuff
them,
delivered there is probably expensive too.
I could do a review for them, couldn't I? Yeah.
You could.
I don't think it's the kind of thing they're likely to send me to review, is it?
You should try sending out emails to it. Just send an email to Sainsbury's. Hi, I've got 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah. Do you want to pay my shopping bill?
I'll give you a shout out for your small company that no one's ever heard of.
10,000.
10,000 people with so little to do with their time.
You're horrible, Tom.
All I'm saying is...
So, yes, if anybody does want to join us next week, I will, as always, put a link in the Discord and the Facebook group. Sort of seems to work best doing it on the morning of, because if I do it even the day before, I still get people saying, "Oh no, I forgot, I missed it." So I think it's better to do it. It quickly
disappears off the screen, doesn't it? Cause,
if I do it on the day, just before, I know it was about a couple of hours before today. Oh, no, it's okay. Thought I hadn't left an opening. Yeah. Totally understand that a lot of people will have way better things to do, but it would be fun to see some people and say hello. Do expect me to be squiffy, because it will almost certainly be the case.
There would have been some Baileys consumed by then. And as I care so much about our viewers, don't worry, Catherine, I will keep doing my part to entertain you in exactly that way. I wouldn't normally like to do such a thing because, my delightful mother doesn't deserve to be insulted. But
yeah, he's so noble. The fact that
for the viewers, I'll make that sacrifice.
What a load of tripe.
One does what one can, You're
so noble. I do love working on these little kits.
Yeah, they are nice little things, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's definitely a nice little Advent thing. Well, not Advent and Christmas, whatever they ended up calling it.
Yeah.
It's a nice little Christmas gift for a crafter.
Yeah, definitely. Quite a big Christmas gift to a crafter. Right, let's bring that in there. Fasten that off a minute. Well, as always, I will post a picture of the finished thing.
Yes.
When I'm done.
That'd be a good time to post it, yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's quite nice to see a picture, see things in progress.
Yeah, it's difficult to post the finished thing before you're done. It's true.
See, Tom knows he can get one over on me when I'm in my mind. I'm multitasking here because I'm looking at the chat and I'm doing this thing and streaming.
Yeah, sure.
Changing over to Discord occasionally. So that's multitasking. So he can easily, I'm in a vulnerable state. He can get one over on me more easily than usual.
Yeah. Just takes me very slightly less effort. Normally, you see, she can't manage single tasking, let alone multi.
Yeah, so you can tell because I've gone quiet now. I'm having to focus on what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just doing this now, just for the I
think I need to buy you a supply of these kits, so you've always got something. It'll keep you quiet.
It does keep me quiet. Yeah.
If only I knew it was that easy, I'd have been buying them for years.
I do love them, but got to put the. Oh, I feel like that one's a bigger button. To the point where I might even go and dig out a bigger button.
Do you have any buttons, though? It does want a bigger button there, doesn't it?
It does. It looks too small.
If that's meant to be the wheel of a caravan, that's tiny.
Yeah.
Maybe even a stack of 2 buttons, like a black one with a lighter colour one in the middle.
This one could still be there, but I could put another one underneath it. I might have 1 or 2 buttons knocking about.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 or 2 jars
might even have
of buttons.
some just on my. So this isn't the right colour, but for size that would be better, wouldn't it? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, if I do that, shall I do that instead? Yeah.
I'd suggest colouring it a darker colour if that's possible, that one.
The lighter, this one underneath, yeah. I can probably find one that is a darker colour. I'm just looking at ones that I've got on my desk.
Size-wise, though, that looks a lot better.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I might have... Oh, I'm throwing them all over the shop now. This is too nice to use for this, probably, but... Is that too big?
Yeah, it's not too big, no. Yeah. I think that's all right.
That gives the effect of it being a tyre, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say my goodbyes now.
Christmas.
Yeah, so let me come back up. Yeah, I'll do it with the 2 buttons, Elaine. It does help, doesn't it? And I always think it's okay to add your own little touches to these things.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like I'd like it better if it wasn't red. If it was like a tealy blue colour, I'd like it better. But I guess they're doing Christmas colours, aren't they? So
I guess,
it's fair enough. So let me just oh, hang on. Well, let's just say for most people who I assume most people won't be. Hey, Bubble Poppy. Hello, Linda. Did I say hello to Linda earlier on? Not that Linda, a different Linda. I did. So for people who won't be here with us next week, which I assume will be most people, I don't know. We'll say Happy Christmas now. I will be doing videos in between, but this is the last live now for this year, not counting Christmas Day. So Happy Christmas to everybody.
Bye, guys.
I can't believe it. I'm still not, although I've been busy doing things for Christmas and that, I'm still not feeling like it's Christmas a week today. It just doesn't feel like it, does it? Happy Christmas. No. Happy Christmas, Em. Right. I'm going to go. I'm going to remember how to do it.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Something, thumbs up. Make sure you unsubscribe.
Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream. No, don't unsubscribe. Don't click the subscribe button without checking it says subscribe, not unsubscribe. and I'm going to go now. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
That was fun. Now, let me...
She remembers definitely how to finish the stream, guys. Don't worry.
I can work this out.
Yeah. Another 10 or so minutes of this.